Welcome to the new era, a new world of fire and ice, well, mostly ice. This is Mike from the Morphin Network, and we are here to discuss the one, the only, #1 Sentai Gozyuger, episode 16, True Savior #1. That's right, this is the real savior, not that bogus Honotono, whatever his name is. This is the real deal. This is the guy. This is the man with the plan. You know who I'm talking about. He's Goju Polar, and he is our real savior. It's been one heck of an episode. It's been one heck of a week. You know, it's good to be on the Thursday of the night and being able to cool down and unwind, get our Freon tank repaired, because in this summer heat, if we're up here in the northern hemisphere, we're gonna cool things off with none other than Mashiro Kumade, who is our God Buddha. Yes, I'm very excited for this one. I've waited for this one. It's not often that the Sixth Ranger is my favorite, but this is the time when the Sixth Ranger is my favorite. I know people have loved Jeremy. I know people love Sakito. I know some people have even liked Giro, but here's the thing. Kumade is my Sixth Ranger. This is the guy I'm vibing with. And let me tell you, one thing I especially appreciate is the idea that he used to be the Red Ranger, believe it or not. It's like Ripley. Believe it or not, he was the Red Ranger at one point. But we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it in a second. What are you guys' thoughts about the new Sixth Ranger, or should I say, former Red Ranger? Is this your favorite Sixth Ranger? Are you excited for any new upcoming storylines that we are potentially gonna be seeing? I'm very excited. I'm just tingling all over with how awesome this guy is. But enough glazing. How are your guys this week? As you know, it's been a fun weekend. You know, we went to Robo Toy Fest, and I got to meet my childhood heroes right here. That's right. We met Ryan, JB, and Caitlin, all three, the Warriors 3, in the RV that is the reality most virtual. And speaking of realities, we find ourselves reliving the first episode of Gozyuger. That's right. It's the first episode all over again. Our main character, or at least so we thought was our main character, is working at a convenience store. But this time, instead of stealing a Frankfurter, the criminal steals an ice pop. And oh no, you don't. You're not going to steal an ice pop. And guess who's going to stop him? Some cool dude in a white duster. It is a beautiful duster. I want something like that. It's only available at Bandai Premium. Unfortunately, I really want this thing. It's so beautiful. I know I'm going to look so awesome wearing it someday. Not right now, because I don't have one. But I know if anyone could pull it off, it's me, the Ice Dude. I would look so cool in it, because anyone wearing that looks cool. So cool. He's ice cold. Enough Vanilla Ice references. But yeah, no, he saves the ice cream, and he offers to buy everything in the store for everyone, because he is the goddess Kumade, the savior of the world. And he has a little guy on his shoulder, a little polar bear. He's so cute, who's also a debt collector. So he prints out a receipt for it. Coming out of his mouth, it's a tab. So that means we owe him a bill of 11 million yen, which is basically $110,000. Yeah, and we get a new opening theme song. Let's go! Yes, the new opening theme song. It's a lot more shonen-like. It's got really cool, intense anime-like moments. A lot of split screens. We got a cool thing where you have like these little ice shards with all the main characters on top of each shard. It looks like the stereotypical second opening where everyone's like preparing for a tournament arc. By the way, high key, I'm not a fan of tournament arcs. I know a lot of people glaze tournament arcs because it's like, oh, it's an opportunity to showcase everyone's powers. And I know the most iconic tournament arc, and probably one of the most iconic arcs in anime history altogether, is none other than the Dark Tournament from Yu Yu Hakusho. But I'll be honest, not a fan of tournament arcs. It just feels like one massive filler. Like even though it's canon, it's in the manga, it's still like time consuming, and we could be doing like other stuff story wise. Like Chapter Black was my thing when it came to Yu Yu Hakusho. My Hero Academia, it was season 3 when they went to that camp, and then Kachan got kidnapped and whatnot. Or heck, even Fighting Stain. Fighting Stain was really great. What's another one? Oh yeah, Great Saiyaman arc was great. Martial Arts Tournament arc, not so much. Majin Buu arc, amazing. I'm just not a tournament arc kind of guy. Even with One Piece, when they had the tournament arc in Dressrosa, the best part of it was literally just, oh yeah, Sabo's alive, and he's voiced by Johnny, yay. That's literally all there is to it. Like I'm not a tournament arc guy. But boy, this opening was so good. I like it better than the original Gozyuger opening. Go, winner, #1. Go, winner, #1. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. It's too playful. It's too playful. But this opening was fantastic. It's like, so we move on to the actual plot, and and Horo is like, hey, what's going on here? I don't owe you money. It's like, yeah, you do. I saved the world. What are you talking about? Like, oh, you don't remember. Okay, I'll give you a freebie. And he remembers everything that happened in the previous reality. So yeah, even the cafe has been turned into an apartment complex where everyone's personality is different. For some reason, Ryuga and the landlady are like one of those cutesy couples with matching outfits. Sumino is eco-friendly instead of being a high-class detective. Leon is a nerd for some reason, with like a Darumaka and a Daruma. Sorry, I'm thinking about the Pokemon based on Daruma, and yeah, old man Take is still an old man. But yeah, so it's like, what the heck is going on? And we find out that Tega's sword is human-sized, like Bundario. He's been Bundarioed. That's a new thing. When the Megazord becomes human-sized, we're gonna call it Bundarioing. Yeah, so we kind of discuss, it's like, well, yeah, the world was supposed to be destroyed, but because Tega June didn't have all 50 rings, that means that the process was incomplete, and therefore, as a reverb, we have this altered reality, and basically neither reality can exist properly unless we find the Tega baby that was created in the previous episode in order to fix it. We have no idea where it is. Even the bad guys are like, okay, we have no idea what's going on. The world was supposed to be destroyed. There's still infractions going on. It's like, we have to find that ring. Where is the ring? Without the ring, there can be no sacrifice. Without sacrifice, there can be no congregation. No more congregation means no more me. It is true. See, that's a Beatles reference. That is a Beatles reference. Yeah, so the bad guys are causing calamity, as they always do. So we have a fight scene between Kumade and Bouquet. And I have to say, like, as far as villains go, I like Bouquet. She's adorable. I want more Bouquet in my life. And yeah, and you know what's crazy? It's not even that Kumade is fighting Bouquet. It's the little teddy bear that's accompanying him that's fighting her. Like, this mini Zord is so powerful that it can solo Bouquet on its own. And of course, Kumade reveals, "Hey, Tegasaur, it's been a while, hasn't it? Who are you? I remember you. That's right. I was the original you. I was the original Goju Wolf. I am he. He is me. I am all together. I am the one who saved the world in episode 0, and I used my one wish to save the world. And that's why you owe me. You're just a cheap imitation. You are number 2, because I'm number 1. Call me Kumade Werber Jaegerman Jensen, because I'm number 1. And, you know, when you think about it, it's like a lot of fan speculation was thinking, oh, is he going to be, is he going to be, what's it called, Don Dragon? It's like, you thought I was going to be your Don Dragon, but it's actually you who's my Don Dragon. That's right. I'm the real Momoe. Yep. And of course, like, he gets a new knuckle themed morpher, which is going to become which is going to be his new Megazord, because in this season the morphers are the Megazords, and it's really cool. He's like getting all pumped up like a UFC fighter. It's like and then you have all these crystal ice shards, and then some of the shards come together to form the helmet, and it's really cool. And he's still wearing that duster over his ranger suit. That is so freaking cool. And he just like peels it off, like, and then more ice shards become his shoulder pads. It's like, oh my god, the drip on this guy is just, it's peak. This is peak drip. And he single-handedly is fighting off 2 of the No.1 World number 1s, the Party one and the Treasure Hunter one. And let me tell you something about this. I like the idea that the former Red Ranger is now the new 6th Ranger, because, and I think I've mentioned this in an earlier episode, like, what if there was a Red Ranger who becomes a 6th Ranger? And here we are. This is actually happening. And yes, this is a nod to episode 19 of Bokenger, because it is revealed that in Bokenger that the Go-Go Changer, the morpher used for Boken Silver, originally Akashi Satoru was supposed to leave the team, not because he's going to quit being a Bokenger, but because he would specifically become Boken Silver. This is new technology, and he was the one that was chosen to wield technology. But of course, Akashi's like, you know what? I like my team too much. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay red. But I came up with someone to take my place as the Silver Ranger. Hence, AG becoming the new Boken Silver. And the one and only Boken Silver, because Akashi never turned into Boken Silver. And honestly, this isn't even the first time this was supposed to happen, because in Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, originally Carter Grayson was supposed to use the Titanium Morpher. Mind you, Titanium Ranger is an American exclusive Ranger, but Carter was supposed to use a Titanium Morpher, and basically there was a feedback that prevented him from morphing before, Ryan stole it because he was working for Diabolico at the time. But the point is, Carter was going to become the Titanium Ranger. Akashi was supposed to become Boken Silver. But in neither of those instances did this happen, where the Red Ranger becomes the new 6th Ranger. But here, this actually happens to a degree. Here we have a former Red Ranger from prior to the series coming back as the 6th Ranger. So that's an interesting turn of events. Maybe one day this will actually happen where like we get an actual replacement Red Ranger and the actual during season first Red Ranger becomes Silver. Maybe that'll happen someday, but this is the closest we've ever had that. And I'm not gonna count Jason from Power Rangers Zeo, where it's like, oh, he's Mighty Morphin Red, but Zeo 6th, because this is a completely different season. It doesn't count. But yeah, no. So the two Red Rangers are basically having a standoff. It's like, let's have a competition. Who can defeat their opponent, No.1 World first? And of course, it becomes like a battle for number 1. But when they both defeat their respective No.1 Worlds, and I mean the word defeat loosely, they don't straight up destroy it. The battle is interrupted by having the giant Megazord, who by the way is supposed to be the baby that was formed during Sword and Tega Jun's wedding, and it's basically going on a temper tantrum. It's nonverbal. It's smashing buildings against its head because it just doesn't know what to do. And yeah, so Goju Polar enters inside its mind, where in its psyche it's trapped inside a giant ice statue shaped like a fist. And it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Am I supposed to be a savior or a destroyer? It's like, Goju Polar will teach you. I will show you both the joy and sorrow of humanity. Would you like to be my partner? And of course it agrees with them. So they exchange their names. I'm Kumade Mashiro. What's your name? And of course it says, I'm the Prince of Destruction, Tega Naguru. And he's like, that's a dull name. That's not a name you have chosen. So let's come up with a different name. I'm going to use Fist and Bang. So your name is Gudabang. That's your new name. And of course, it acknowledges him. Say my name. Gudabang! And of course, like a giant fist flies out of an iceberg, and it basically splits into two components, and then they combine back to form Goju Gudabang. Yes, it finally has its Megazord formation, which is literally the same form it always had, but now it's more awake, it's more conscious, it's more sentient, more sapient, and more in control of its actions. It even like repairs a building that it destroyed earlier. And of course, okay, it's like, come back. She's like, come back to me, Tega. What's it called? It's like, no, that's not my name anymore. I am Gudabang now. Tega Naguru. That's the same. I'm no longer Tega Naguru. From now on, I am Gudabang. Oh yeah, totally Ultraman pose right there. And of course, Candelabra shows up in his Megazord. Like, I'm gonna have to take you back by force, my young prince. And of course, it's like, oh no, you don't. And thankfully, the other Gozyugers show up to help out because we got our memories back inexplicably. And yeah, even Goji was like, wait a minute, that's a party guy. Why is he still alive? Gudabang mopped the floor with Candelabra. This is fantastic. I love watching it. And yes, Goju Wolf defeats the No.1 World. And they use a team attack in order to defeat it. Yay, we have a team attack. But of course, once the battle ends, what's his name? Kumade says that I'm going to become the new god of this world, but I'm going to do it without Tegazord's power. I'll rely on my own power. This is who I am. So he takes the ninja ring and turns its gold frame into a cyan frame. Basically, he's the new god of this ring. It now belongs to him. And that's where the episode ends. I have to say, I am loving the start to this episode. My only question is like the arc breakdown. Why start a new arc at episode 10 only to do this sort of rewrite 6 episodes later? It just feels like it doesn't make any sense. Like while Kamen Rider Geats did the same thing more or less, at least the entire second arc of Geats was just 7 episodes. It was a complete arc. And we started a new arc then and there, but technically we're still on our second arc. It just feels redundant breaking off the first arc at episode 9 and then starting a new one at 10, only for us to have a new world with new mechanics at episode 16. I feel like at that point you may as well just make episodes 1 through 15 just one cohesive arc, and then just make arc 2 start at episode 16. I mean, between episodes 9 and 10, there's really nothing going on that would really like break the 2 arcs apart. It's like, sure, Hono got a new weapon, which creates a new Megazord formation, and he regained his resolve to fight against his brother. But the thing is, there's no significant change moving on to episode 10 that really requires you to have a new arc. So why not just start the second arc at episode 16 instead of 10? That part doesn't make sense to me. Even with Boom Boomger, it's like, yeah, sure. You still have the Violet Ranger show up in episode 16 in the middle of the second arc, but it's not like you had like a world rebuild going on. It's not like there's like a major change between episodes 15 and 16, and the arc still ended at episode 23. So I don't really understand what significant change or lack thereof required them to break the arc at episode 9 and 10 instead of 15 and 16. That's my only complaint about this, and that's just because I'm very anally retentive. But yeah, that's the one weird thing. But other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. It's a 10 for me. Let me know what you guys thought. What do you think is going to happen moving forward? Axel says, hi. How are you doing, Axel? So apparently the new opening is just for this episode. No! But this opening was so much better, though. No, this episode was so much better than the original opening. No, man. So Goju Bear has officially joined the group. No, I mean, not quite. Fire trucks around, but the JoJo opening was insane. Exactly. Finally, like, yes, the JoJo opening was insane. It was so good. It should be the opening from Jump. So are things back to normal? No, they're not. Things are being weird. More or less. Well, we'll find out in the next episode. So I think Goju Polar will be the official leader now. I mean, he kind of earned it. It's not like we haven't seen Tommy being the 6th Ranger, but still being the leader. 10 out of 10. Next week, prepare for rent. Ooh, I can't wait for that. Well, that's it for the comments, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos, and share our videos because it helps out with the algorithm. We only have 70 more subscribers needed in order to get our milestone of 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. And when we complete that milestone, we're going to do a special video for you guys because we love you and all that. Be sure to check out our regular content, which consists of Ultraman Z on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gov on Wednesdays, No.1 Sentai Gozyuger on Thursdays, and the original Kamen Rider on Sundays. Just so you know, this upcoming week, Kamen Rider Gov will be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday for reasons I'll explain. And yeah, and this upcoming Sunday, we are doing the second movie from the original Kamen Rider versus Ambassador Hell. Can't wait to discuss that film. It's going to be fun. And then we'll only have 19 episodes left to discuss before we have to spin that wheel. Oh, yeah, and one more movie that takes place during the events of Kamen Rider Ghost. And yeah, we also have a bunch of interviews lined up. We recently uploaded interviews of 4 back-to-back mentors, the latter of which being Ron Roger and David Fielding. We have plenty more interviews lined up for you guys. Plus, we have additional interviews from the cast of Lightspeed Rescue from Pasadena Comic-Con and the cast of VR Troopers from Robo Toy Fest. So we have 37. We have a total of 37 interviews lined up for you guys across 2 different channels. And speaking of other channels, be sure to check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews and TV show discussions. Right now, we have shorts for their series Gundam G-Quack, so be sure to check that out, as well as the review for the movie Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan. The month of June is Karate Kid month in honor of the 6th film, Karate Kid Legends, and we already uploaded our discussion of Karate Kid 1, the original one, and Karate Kid Part 2 we will be discussing on Saturday this week, and which is why we moved Kamen Rider Gov to Tuesday next week, because the following Wednesday we will be discussing Karate Kid Part 3, which features the bad boy of karate himself, Sean Kanan, who plays Mike Barnes. And we actually did an interview with Sean Kanan at Pasadena Comic-Con, which we already uploaded on The Buttery Show. Be sure to check that out. That interview is very spicy. You're going to love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you happen to be near the Atlanta, Georgia area, be sure to check out Ranger Stop and Pop from June the 13th to the 15th at the Omni Hotel. It's going to feature all 6 cast members of Mystic Force. And yes, speaking of Mystic Force, we did interview John Tui this past weekend, so we're going to upload that as well in the near future. Also check out the G-Fest, which our very own Jake will be attending. We hope to see you guys real soon. The next California convention we will be attending will be ToonCon. Ryan will definitely be there. Me, I'm still on the fence because 2 conventions 2 weeks apart. It's kind of takes over on you. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. Maybe I'll be there, but Ryan will definitely be at ToonCon, so definitely say hi to him then and there. And that's pretty much it as far as upcoming news. So be sure to check out my personal content, Instagram, Boken_Kabuto. And other than that, be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good one. Keep it cool.